Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Tip Time Thursday. We're doing a special series with my friend Michelle Hubbard, who is a teacher and a speaker. And I guess the focus on this little series is fear and how to make friends with it.
How to make friends with it and how to get out of the grip of it so that you're facing it. Oh, okay, I feel scared. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway.
So I know those of you who don't know me, I sometimes suffer from a lot of anxiety and all of that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm into the meditation and the yoga thing. And so this kind of stuff is really helpful to me.
Well, as I look out on it, boy, fear seems to be really prevalent in our society right now. And that's one of the reasons that we're becoming so polarized. Is because basically we're becoming more and more scared and intolerant of each other because you scare me, and so I don't want to be around you because I'm scaring myself. Well, let's see if we can't deal with the fear and maybe, find a way to get along. How about that?
That sounds wonderful.
Basically, there are 4 fear signatures that at least is the premise of my teachings. Freeze, flee, fight, and faint. And the one I wanted to talk about today was freeze. This is one that is very personal to me because I used to have financial terrors, as you know. And a few years ago, I would be so frozen in terror about money that I couldn't even get out of bed because I didn't want to get up and use electricity and eat food and spend money. And I mean, it had me totally gripped. And for people, when they have a panic attack, this is what it feels like. And I felt very blessed to have been taught these tools. And, at first, I didn't even recognize that I was scared. I thought this was the truth. My money is so tight that I can't get out of bed today, and I can't eat today, and I can't use electricity today. And it took a bit, but when I finally could recognize, oh, wait a minute, I'm feeling scared. Okay, what's the first thing because I was literally paralyzed. I cannot move. And so that's the frozen fear signature. And at that point, even though I know, like we talked about previously, the yes breath, I didn't have the consciousness or the ability to even deepen my breathing yet. So the first thing I did was just to start to wiggle the tips of my fingers, and it started off with just one finger, but just moving that one finger, kind of started to melt the frozen, and then I would wiggle a toe. Well, I'm not that coordinated, but I would wiggle my toes, and gradually start to move. And then once I could feel the movement start to thaw me, then I started breathing, and I do the yes breath, like how we talked about previously, where I inhale straight into my belly and don't hold it there, but rather start a really long, deep exhale to open up space in my belly. So the freeze fear signature is that you're unable to move. And it can be even that your mind isn't able to move. You're in this state of frozen. And the way to get out of the frozen fear signature is to wiggle. And so if all you can wiggle is the tips of your fingers, fine. If you can wiggle like your wrists, your joints, because we carry a lot of energy and tension in our joints. So if you can release it in your joints, if you're alone or if you're in a place where you can take up space, wiggle your ankles, wiggle your feet, wiggle your butt, wiggle yourself. But if you're at a meeting, just kind of go under the table and start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your legs, just to let you know, okay, I can move. I'm not, I don't have to stay in this block of a position. And if you're in a place or an opportunity where you can't even switch your position, anything you can do to kind of wiggle into a different physical place and state of being is going to help you to thaw that fear signature. So that's the fear signature of freeze, and how to help yourself get out of it and then be able to breathe and then become present as yourself.
So start wiggling.
Wiggle when you feel yourself frozen, yeah. And then you'll be open to, your good judgment, your intuition, whatever wants to be in the moment to help you get through it.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good tip. So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well,
for those people who may want to get to know you better or get more.
Yeah, if you would like to learn more about what I do and how I do it and how I can help you lead from fear and be a stronger leader for it, my background is I am a certified leadership and transformation coach with Hendricks Institute. I am a New Thought ordained minister. I have a law degree, so I know what it's like to both feel logically this and yet spiritually that. And let's bring them together because, that's how we're most whole. But if you would like to learn more about me and what I do, you can email me at scaredNsacred@gmail.com. You can follow my Facebook page, Scared and Sacred, and you can check out my website, scaredNsacred.com.
I'm just fascinated with you because you have a law degree. So
thank you.
Everyone gets scared. Even people with law degrees get scared.
Well, I've read that not that I have a high IQ, but the more high IQ a person is, the more anxiety, more likely to be depressed that they are. And that's because we're so much in our heads.
Wow.
We're so much letting words spin us around into these feelings of hopelessness and sadness. And it's not that you don't want to feel sad, it's that you don't want to live there. You don't want to be in the grip. And a lot of times, those of, whoever of us, I think at this point we all do, irregardless of, degrees or whatever, but the more we have these words that spin our stories, and we know the stories that are going to keep us scared, and there's a part of us that wants us to stay scared, because if we start moving too far beyond scared, we might get punished. We might be better than our parents were, and our parents are wonderful, loving people, and do we want to be better than them? Do we want to show them up? No. Maybe we don't. But all these different versions of not good enough that we play in our heads are fueled by words that those of us with big vocabularies can really keep going.
So thanks again for joining us.
Oh, thank you, Mary.
It's so nice to talk to you and to get over fear things, and now we know to wiggle when we start to freak out.
Yeah, when you feel the freak out that freezes you, go ahead and start to wiggle whatever you can, including your head.
Guys. See you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Don't forget to visit my website, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter. Thanks for joining me on Tip Time Thursday.